Hey there, Roots Bima here. Welcome. This is our final episode From Shadows to Shine. Today we'll be talking about healing circle, fighting back as adults, and parenting with purpose. After everything I've shared, you might be thinking, what now? How do we move forward? How do we break the circle? I'm here right now to talk to you. Yes, you who's had similar or worse experience while growing up. You're all grown now, but still carrying the weight. You feel like you don't have so much to give, you settle for less, not because you want to, but because something whispers deep down and says you do not deserve more. Would you believe if I tell you it was just last year I started to want more out of life? I have always been this average kind of person. I don't really push myself hard to be the best of the best. I just always want to settle somewhere in the middle. I don't want to not have it at all, and I don't want to also have the best. I just want to be in the middle. And somehow I feel like that kind of affected my grade in school. I feel like if I had pushed myself harder, I would have come out better than I did. But somehow that mentality of I don't really deserve so much. I don't really need to really have the best. I just have it good. Let it be that you actually have this, not that you don't have it at all. That mentality was what I actually had, and it kept me where I was until last year. Like after almost 30 years of my life, 20 of which I had the sense to know my right from wrong, I finally believed that I could have more and I could be more. Have you ever asked yourself why you are constantly seeking people's validation, why you're not like all of those carefree people who do things without thinking twice, like they don't care what anybody thinks, says about them. It is just their decision and that's it. They just do them, they just do what makes them happy. They don't care about what any other person thinks or says about it or about them. Have you ever thought about why you are like this? Well, it started somewhere. It could be something someone didn't see or something someone said and said often. Life isn't meant to be that heavy. Now, this part right here is for the parents, the aunties, the uncles, the teachers, and everyone raising kids and influencing little lives. You must speak life into children every single day, because if you don't, they will hear it somewhere else, and that place where they hear it might not be a safe space. One person told me I was beautiful, and I kept going back there just so I could hear more. Imagine if that person had a wrong intention. Imagine if that wasn't a safe space. Imagine if that person took advantage of my innocence, my vulnerability. What will the results of that be right now? Like disastrous, right? We need to really say these things and mean them when we do, just so these children don't go out there and hear it and then it sounds new to them, it sounds good to their ears, and they always want to hear it. They'll always want to go back there, and no matter the molestation, no matter how that person would want to take advantage of them, as long as the person gives them what they want that they lack from home, they'll always want to go back there. They can't even come back to report to you because you don't make them feel like those other people make them feel outside. You need to do better. You need to draw them closer by saying these words. They have a lot of impact on those children. In today's world where everything is loud and wild and confusing, you can't be silent with your love. Tell them they are amazing. Tell them they are brave. When they feel, say to them, it's okay. You'll do better next time. I believe in you. Take things like, I'm lucky to have the cutest child in the whole world. You're smart, you're strong, you're capable. Even if today does not go as planned, you will rise again. You always do. Say these things, mean it. Like it has a way of boosting their confidence, of building them up. It makes them bold and they carry their shoulders up. They walk around like they know who they are and they know what they carry. And no one outside can tell them otherwise because they know who they are. They've been told from home by the people, the very people whom they trust. So they hold that there and they run with it wherever they go. If you tell them they are failures, they won't believe it because that is not what they were told from home. If you tell them they are not beautiful, they won't accept that because that isn't what they were told from home. Let's build them up with words like this, words of validation. Will these kids go outside like on their own? Yes, of course. Will they meet people out there? Most definitely. Will these people tell them sweet things? At some point, they would meet one or two people who would say these things to them. But why it's going to make a difference is because it is not sounding new to them. It is something they've been told. It is something they are used to. These words, they heal life. And if you're an adult trying to unlearn the lies you've been told, now is the time to start from somewhere. Tell yourself these things: I'm beautiful, I'm enough, I am smart, I am confident, I am deserving. Nothing lies in my hands. I win. When I walk into that room, I own it. I do not shrink. I am not a mistake. Say these words like you mean it, determined, and embody it. When you walk around, walk as if you know. You say these things to yourself and you know that it is all of this against any other thing that anyone sees or thinks. When you walk outside, it is just you against the whole world. It is about your dream. It is about what you carry, what you believe in yourself. Words have a way of working our minds. When you constantly say these things to yourself, it has a way of sticking. Like you keep hearing the voices, even when someone is saying otherwise, there's a voice you're used to that says that every day. You're already used to that voice, so you can't just hear something once and want to believe it over what you've been saying to yourself constantly. Try to run with it. Your story might be small, like mine is small, but there's someone out there who really needs to hear it. No matter what you've been through, you can build something new. Let's make it a space to grow and not shrink. So, have we answered some of our questions from the start? Maybe not all, but it's taking a step. If you have a story, I would love to hear it. You don't need to share your name, just share your truth. Thank you once again for staying through from the beginning to the end of my journey. Take care. Bye.